Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. So today we are going to discuss about chunking. But before discussing about the chunking, let me just show you after the extraction of the PDF how it shows you in Streamlit. So I will be writing st.write and whatever text it has extracted from the PDF, I wanted to print it out. Okay, so let's check how it is printing it out. After that, I've already updated it. I will upload UK Constitution Study Guide and immediately you can see this is extracting the entire text from the PDF and showing it to you like this. Now the further task is to divide it into the chunking. Let me just go ahead and let's go ahead with the next part called breaking it into the chunks. Okay, so let me just write for your understanding, break it into chunks. So the very first thing which I will do, I will create, let's say I'm taking text splitter. Okay, what exactly it is? Text splitter is what? We are creating the object of recursive character text splitter. Okay, its job is to take a large text such as text which has been extracted from the PDF, right? And divide it into the smaller pieces. That's called chunk. I have already explained you about chunk. So now let us understand the parameters of it. Okay, let's understand about the parameter. How would we write the parameter? The very first parameter is separator. Okay, so what exactly the meaning of separator is? I'm using separator slash n. So it is slash n is representing, let me just write it. I'm taking slash n from this. Slash n means nothing but new line. You might have checked in the another programming languages also. So it is representing the new line. This tells the text splitter to first try splitting the text whenever it finds a new line. Okay, so instead of cutting the text randomly, it prefers to split at logical places like paragraphs or line break, that is making the chunks more meaningful. Okay, let's go to the next parameter. After that, we don't need to do this when we have multiple, then we do generally in the bracket, but here without bracket we can do. So the next parameter is nothing but chunk size, where I'm giving the value of this parameter as 1000. I'll make you understand what exactly it is. And after that, I'm giving you chunk overlap. Again, I'll make you understand what exactly the meaning of it. Okay. And the last one is nothing but I will give you length function. So length function, I'm just writing a function name called len. That's it. Nothing else. Okay, let me explain you all of them one by one. So as I said that the very first one is slash n, which is representing a new line. And when we write chunk size, this means each chunk can contain a maximum of 1000 characters. Let me repeat. Each chunk is containing only 1000 characters. It's max. It cannot go beyond 1000. Suppose your PDF contains 5000 characters. Instead of processing the entire text at once, it will be dividing into approximately 5 chunks. So each containing around 1000 characters. Suppose your chunk is of 5050, then too it will be converting chunks into the like 5 chunks only. Now let's understand chunks overlap. Okay, this one. So chunks overlap, this one is the most important setting actually. It means that the last 150 character of the previous chunk will also be included in the beginning of next chunk. Okay, but why do we do that? Imagine a sentence start and end of one chunk and finishes at the beginning of the next chunk. Without overlap, the complete meaning of sentence could be lost. By repeating a small portion of the previous chunk or the previous paragraph for your understanding, we preserve the context, which helps the AI to understand the content much more accurately. And the last one is nothing but the length function. Okay, don't worry if you are not understanding. When I will run it, execute it, I will make you understand again. So the last parameter is length function. The built-in len, that is a function, okay, length function, count the number of character in the text. Understand? Because we are giving the chunk size, the overlapping, so overall, it should be responsible for counting the number of characters. Somebody should be there. So length is doing that. So the splitter uses this function to determine when a chunk has reached the specified size of 1000 character. Okay. Now let's move to the next line. Okay, so we are done with this. Let's go ahead. Let's type the further part. It's very small. Let's say I'm taking chunks only where I wanted to store all the chunks. Text splitter dot split text. Okay, I'm just calling the text splitter because it has all the chunks. So I'm taking it and calling a function called split text, and I'm passing the entire text, which is having all the PDF data. Okay, and after that I will put Streamlit, write the chunk this time. Earlier it was writing the plain text. Okay, so let's just go ahead. Let me check how does it look. Okay, I'll just refresh it, everyone. I'll upload a new one. I'm in the UK Constitution study. It's a very long PDF. Okay, it has taken. First, you can see it's showing the text entirely as I have written that I wanted text. So this is complete text. Okay, after the text, you can see it has divided the text into chunks starting from the 0. So this is your first chunk, everyone. Okay, you can count, it is not more than 1000 character. After that, what is the meaning of chunk overlap? If you think that I'm winding up over here, human rights and modern, right? After that, what happened? I am starting with the next paragraph in the next chunk. So something is like unrelatable. So that's why what it is doing, it's taking from here constitution principle, parliament, and this around 150 of character it's taking in the new chunk also. And after that, it is starting the further part. The United Kingdom has, and right. So this is something, this something we call the chunk overlap. Okay, for counting the length, we have length. So this is how it looks. This is what your one chunk is. All right, I hope it is understood by all of you. Simple code and simple understanding of a basic PDF I have uploaded. And that PDF first, it is reading the text. And after that, it is dividing it into the chunks where I have written the chunk size and the chunk overlap for counting the length. Here I am using recursive character text splitter for that. Okay, that's it for this one. In next, we will understand how this chunk later will get converted into the embeddings. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.